Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Trick Behind the Trick, hosted by the one and only Irek the Magician. In this episode, we are going to cover magic. Is it real? And how does it work? Hello, my dear viewers. This show is about all things magic. It's about tricks, gadgets, trinkets, spells, curses, wands, incantations, tricks, and more. I, Eric the Magician, have over a decade of experience in magic. Magic tricks, magic spells, magic trinkets, all of it. In this first episode, we will cover the basics. Firstly, magic. Is it real? Now, this is a controversial topic. Many people would say yes, but many people would also say no. I don't want to give you my opinion just yet. I want to give you the facts, the figures, and all of the arguments for both sides and let you come to your own conclusion. Although, at the end of the episode, stay tuned because I will give my own opinion as well. Now, first things first, the scientific method. Aristotle invented the scientific method in 2000 BC. Aristotle did this when he was discussing a little bet with his buddies. One of his friends said, "Oh yeah? Prove it." And Aristotle said, "Sure." And that's the day that the scientific method was born. I'm a strong believer in the scientific method. As a magician, I believe it is vital to maintain absolute integrity and a complete and undivided focus on facts and science. Without that, magic would not exist. Now, I know that sounds extreme, but it's true. As somebody with over a decade experience in magic, I can tell you from my experience that it is. Now, now that we've covered the scientific method, let's talk about magic. Magic was invented a few thousand years after Aristotle invented science. This shows that magic is a much more advanced idea than science. This all started at the Salem witch trials. The Salem witch trials were a horrific, terrible, monstrous time in English history where they would hunt down practitioners of magic and they would burn these magic practitioners on the stake for practicing magic. Now, you may have seen this portrayed in certain TV shows, such as Castlevania, where the practitioners of magic would get burned on the stake for performing magic. This was a very accurate depiction. My great, 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 great grandmother was a witch and she was burned at the stake for practicing magic. Now, luckily, she passed on all of her teachings to her daughter. This daughter was my great, 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 great grandmother. And ever since then, the magic of the Middle Ages has been passed down through my family. Thanks to this, I have been able to become a great magician. Now, with over a decade of experience with magic, let me tell you the basics. The sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is where you do something quickly and secretively, and you distract someone when you do it. Then they can't see what you did, and it looks like magic. And who's to say, if something looks like magic, works like magic, why is it not magic? If it looks like a duck, as they say. Now, magic is no joke. With great power comes great responsibility. The sleight of hand method, if used in the wrong hands, can be very dangerous. It can be destructive. It can trick people. That's why we have kept a secret in my family of magic. Now, I know what you're wondering. Irek, the great magician, tell me more about whether it's real or whether it's fake. Now, be patient. I'm about to get onto that. Magic Arguments 4. Whenever you do not know how to explain something, magic can always explain it. If you're ever confused, what was that noise in the middle of the night? It was magic. How did that magician get a coin from behind my ear? It was magic. How does LeBron keep doing it? It's magic. This, in my opinion, is perhaps a flawless argument. If we return to the scientific method, we can see that it proposes a hypothesis, a null hypothesis, and it proves it. Because of this, we can be sure that magic does, in fact, exist. Now, arguments against magic. It doesn't make sense. How could it be real? I can't believe it. These are the utterings of people who do not believe in magic. Now, I see both sides of the argument as a reasonable man, but I'm not a fence sitter. I have chosen a side. Now, I still won't tell you because it's not the end of the episode, but stay tuned. This lovely show will release a new episode every single Sunday, without fail, every week. Stay tuned. We will release a new episode. Now, let's discuss some of the more dark, forbidden aspects of magic. Since it is only episode 1, I will only go over one case study. Consider this. You have seen shows such as America's Got Talent. In these shows, whenever you see a magician, you get excited because you love magic. That's why you're listening to the trick behind the trick. Now, sometimes these magicians, they saw a woman in half. Now, the trick behind this is that there is no trick. They take these poor women and they kill them. This happens every time they do the trick. So that means that if the show's on the road and they do another show, another performance every day, they kill another woman every day. This is a tragedy. There are also other examples of magic that you may be familiar with, such as Harry Potter. Me, as a British man, I am very familiar with Harry Potter. In fact, it was based on me, as a man with over 10 years of magic experience. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, is actually me. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Tune in next Sunday for the next episode of The Trick Behind the Trick. And remember, stay casting.